Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, September 5th, 2021. And we are here to talk about Fetch.ai or FET. This is not financial advice. The video is intended for educational purposes only. Click the subscribe and the bell if you want to get notified of videos like these. Click the thumbs up if you'd like to get more awareness around Fetch. Intraday updates are on that Twitter link below the video. And share the video. Definitely share it with your friends. Anyway, .ai, which stands for artificial intelligence. Before we get into the technicals, let's just go straight into this. If you go to the Fetch.ai website, it's nice to see what the use cases are because otherwise it's so confusing trying to read through the protocol info, and it's just a lot easier to actually see what it does versus what the underlying circuitry looks like. So anyway, just a high level, and then we'll get into technicals. Number one, for example, automated travel framework, so that, if you want to book a hotel or something, those hotels that are on this network, for example, will give you pure pricing. They're not going to give you the Priceline price, which is going to be higher because you're going through a centralized travel agent, which would be Priceline. Or if you go through Kayak, or if you go through Expedia or Booking.com, all of those that I just mentioned are all centralized travel agents at the end of the day. So you're going to get a much cheaper price because they're going to cut that middle person out and go directly to who? The consumer, which is you. And that's how they will make it cheaper for you. And it's a better deal for these hotels and other related travel aspects in the industry, such as airfare, for example, would be another one. Now let's go down further, and one more quick one here around the use case, which would be around smart cities. Look, parking your car, for example. Wouldn't it be great to just know where the parking spots are without having to go through and reserve parking through, again, another centralized service? They have multiple apps out there. I even have it on my phone, which is to be able to reserve parking through it and pay for it through that centralized application. Well, this is a direct to consumer pricing, which is not going through the centralized applications that are going to either charge you for the fee, or they're going to charge the seller or the parking lot example for a fee. So they take all that out, and it makes things much, much cheaper. So anyway, that's kind of like the background on Fetch. Let's take a look at the market cap is around $150 million. It's not far off from from where it's going to be going. So it's pretty low market cap. I think it's got a decent use case here. Now let's take a look at the charts, just because we don't have much time left. I want to get through this, but this thing's been out for quite some time, since 2017. Although I don't have too much chart action since they came out. But looking at March 2020, clearly a decent, solid line of support. It has been going up ever since, from 1 cent to 87 cents. Imagine owning it back then. Jeez. Okay, so anyway, let's take a closer look view of where our current price action is. Now, we're in a channel that's been started from middle part of July. It's a good month and a half, almost going on 2 months. So we've certainly went through this kind of what I call what was once resistance, now support. But notice how when it breaks through a resistance line, it kind of went through real nicely. Now, it might be pulling back here. And I think if it pulls back, it goes back to 65, 66 cents before it's trend back up. But again, this is just a prediction. This is nothing. There's nothing certain here. Now, if you go over to the underlying, there's two underlying pairs that I think can help resolve some of the ideas around where we think Fetch.ai or FET will go. Now, looking over here, it's a little hard to see. But there looks like a flooring right in this range, and it's really rangy here because this is going back to April. So but we are in a channel nonetheless. Now the channel, if it came all the way back down right now, we'd be settling at 12.16, which is a 10% move on to the downside. That would put us around 63 cents. I'm not so sure that we're going to get there because I think we have some bullish signals in Bitcoin, plus some really bullish signals in altcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin really quickly. We're still on the upward trend in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 50,317 right now. It's in a definitely a really nice channel starting back in July. And it does kind of, it seems sticky to the line that I have here, which is a line that I think we will hit, which is 80,000 between now and the end of the year. And so I'm just zooming out here so you can see the trajectory of this, which would hit 80,000 right over here. Anyway, so that's kind of like where I feel Bitcoin is, which helps out the FET or the fetch.io coin. Now let's go to Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin dominance is always very, very important to understand. Bitcoin dominance going down is very, very bullish for altcoins, especially when Bitcoin's either doing nothing or Bitcoin's going up. That means altcoin is going up in either one of those cases across the board. Now, it doesn't mean that every single altcoin is going to go up. Certainly some will go up more than others, but it's kind of a general rule of thumb that the altcoin markets will rally. Generally, altcoins rally together. So it's important to kind of know there's a macro aspect to this whole crypto trading thing. Anyway, that's all I've got right now. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. If you have other cryptos you want me to cover, I'll try my best. Pop them in there. Alrighty, everyone. Take it easy.